Hey guys, Kevin here, Mr. DIY Dork from DIYDork.com. Today I want to show you how to turn an old bass drum to a really cool retro style coffee table. So check this out, it's really awesome. Right, so I went ahead and I cut out all the planks with a jigsaw, just around all the lines I just drew. And then I sanded it and rounded off all the edges so that it won't snag any clothing, and nice and smooth and all that kind of stuff. And then, as you can tell, I stained 3 of the planks with a real light honey colored stain, and I kept the other 2 natural. And then I just made a little template, a little triangle template, and painted on that pattern to kind of tie it in with the paint job, and then also give it more of an older retro, 1950s, 60s kind of mid-century look. Because the drum's only from the 90s, and I wanted that more retro look, so maybe it'll sell better, appeal to more people, and I think it turned out really cool. So what I need to do next is actually add some clear coat, and I want to keep the variance between the stains like it is now, real, or not super dark, but just really light, and then a nice medium. And what happens a lot of times if you use a liquid clear coat is it wets down the wood so much that it all kind of turns out the same color, unless your stain's like super dark. So to keep from turning so dark, I'm actually going to use this paste finishing wax, and it's kind of like waxing a car. You just wipe it on, let it set a minute or two, and then wipe it back off, and it'll be just enough to protect it from like a coffee mug ring type stain, or spaghetti splatter, or whatever someone might end up doing with this table, and protect it from that. But then it won't be super glossy, and it's not going to deepen the color too much, so it should turn out really well. So I'm gonna do that, and then also I need to attach the boards, because right now they're just loose. I need to attach them to the disc, that top disc, so that the top will be finished, and then we'll add the disc to the bottom. I'll show you how to put the casters on and all that, so we'll do that next. All right, so my 3/4 inch thick bottom disc, the paint has dried on, it's ready to go. So all I gotta do now is slip the bass drum on top of it so that it fits totally flush to the bottom, and it'll screw it in, so it's really easy. I'll show you how to do that. So my bass drum actually fits really snug to the disc, so I'm gonna have to smack it down pretty good. All right, and now that it's flush, this would be really easy. All you gotta do is take a little drill bit. It's a little bit skinnier than the screw you're gonna use, and mine's about 1.5 inches long or so, and I'm just gonna drill a pilot hole underneath each lug. Now that disc is 3/4 inch thick, so I'm gonna go down about halfway to about 3/8 or so, and I'm just kind of guessing. And I'll drill a pilot hole around each of the 8 lugs, and then I'll just secure it with these 1.5 inch long sheet metal screws. Now the reason I'm using these is they have a nice kind of rounded head that'll look really good with the rest of the hardware. And then also these are a lot stronger than any wood screws I've ever used. Every time I try to use wood screws, when I'm drilling, or when I'm screwing it in, it strips out, and then I have to like sit there and pull them out with pliers, and they always fail on me. So these sheet metal screws seem to work a lot better. So 1.5 inches long, 2 inches, something like that. You want a little bit of length on them to hold really well. And just put them around, it'd be nice and secure, and then we can add the casters, and then the bottom would be ready, and then we'll put the top on, and this thing will be ready to go. So I'll show you all that next. And then mounting the casters is super easy also. I'm using 4 of them. 2 of them are just regular, and 2 of them have the little locks on them. And I'm going every other lug. My drum happens to have 8 lugs, so I'm using 4 casters. Sometimes you'll find older bass drums might only have 6 lugs, so it may look better to have, just 3 casters there to kind of line up with all the lugs. And then I'm just mounting them with little 1/2 inch machine screws, 4 in each one. Super easy. And once that's done, you can flip it over, add your top, and this thing will be done. So I'll show you what it all looks like totally finished. All right, and here's the finished product. It looks really cool. I like the contrast of the 2-tone stained top with the black and white paint on the sides. And I also like that there's a little bit of chrome detailing still left on there, and I added the nuts and bolts and the screws holding the bottom on just to add a little extra, retro hardware look to it. And then the casters allow it to roll around real free, and then you can also lock it in place so it doesn't move around on you. And then the other great thing is it has a ton of storage space. You just lift the top right off, you can put whatever you want in there, blankets or remotes or extra kids or whatever you want in there. But anyway, I think it turned out really cool. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you subscribe. I'm gonna make a bunch more cool projects like this, and it's a good way to keep updated with that. And if you make one of these, I'd love to see what yours looks like. So thanks a lot for watching this, guys.